Hey, what's up everyone? Buying retro and used video games is cool, but you have to be careful to make sure you don't bring any bugs into your home or business. That's why it's super important to go through a multi-step inspection and cleaning process when buying used electronics. I'm going to show you an effective way that I used when I worked in tech repair years ago. In this video, I'm going to use this Wii controller as an example, but you can apply the same knowledge to consoles, cartridges, or just electronics in general. So the first thing you want to do during the purchase is inspect the item and look for any signs of droppings. They kind of look like pepper, and you will often find it under lids, covers, flaps, or small crevices. If you see any eggs or actual roaches, I would maybe think twice before purchasing it, or at least ask for a heavy discount. Another way to tell if a console might have roaches is by the smell. It tends to have a musty smell that oftentimes comes from the vents. The next thing you want to do is put the item in a trash bag and spray in some 91% alcohol inside. You can find this alcohol in almost any drugstore. This one here cost me about $2 and the spray bottle was about $1. Tie the bag using a gooseneck knot, just like this, and make sure the bag is airtight. Then put it in another bag and repeat the process. And then do it a third time just to be super sure. All bags should be airtight. According to this article, roaches can hold their breath for up to 45 minutes, but it also suggests that they can live from the air trapped inside a bag for up to 5 days.
Wow!
To take it a step further, you're going to want to leave the bag in a cold area, preferably a car or a garage, for at least 24 hours. According to this article, roaches can't survive more than 1 hour when exposed to temperatures below 14 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's the idea behind this step. After that, you can start opening the bags and making sure that there are no live bugs. Next up is opening up the electronics. I would recommend using gloves for the rest of this process. There are many different videos online on how to open video game electronics, and I will try posting some as well, so please subscribe to make sure you get notified about those. While disassembling, just take your time and make sure you have all the proper tools. Next, fill up a plastic container with warm water and dishwashing soap and scrub the dirt from the plastic cases using a toothbrush. The container is only like $2 and toothbrushes are about $1. You can carefully spray some of the 91% alcohol onto more delicate areas like the motherboard and scrub lightly with a toothbrush. The 91% alcohol evaporates pretty quickly, which makes it safe to use on these spots. Make sure to put any dead bugs into a plastic container, then once you're done, close it and put it in a bag before throwing it away. But don't forget to use a gooseneck knot for this as well. When working with white or gray plastic cases, there's one additional step I like to take, which is putting the plastic casings in a container, filling it with hydrogen peroxide, then leaving a UV light for about a day. You don't have to use any fancy hydrogen peroxide. I only use a 3% hydrogen peroxide, and the UV light is just a simple UV flashlight that I got for about $8, and the hydrogen peroxide is only about $1. This will not only clean those small to reach areas, but will also get rid of that yellowing that so many retro electronics tend to have. I would avoid this step if the plastic is not white or gray, since this can weaken some plastics. Finally, remove the plastic casings and dry them off. Make sure to refer back to the videos on how to put back together the electronics. I think this Wii controller looks way better now. Do you agree? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a question or comment. I always try my best to reply. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Thanks.